sat in the truck while Robbie did the shopping in K. Roger, and I shouldn't have stayed in the truck and let him go in by himself. Because, all right, Robbie, you went in for steak and what? Sour cream?
Yeah.
And?
Chocolates for your...
So you're looking at $30, $15 for a steak. Well, no, say $50. Anyway, he came out with a cart full. Drum roll, please. Brrr. How much did you spend?
$147.
We're gonna be eating good. We got all kinds of cool stuff. Snapped. We got there's the sour cream. And then look at that. Those are for s'mores. I don't do Hershey bars if I don't have to. And then yum. So we're gonna be bougied up in this cabin. So we are headed that way now. We've arrived. We got cabin 15 at Pipestem. This is a 4-bedroom. Got a good sized kitchen. Nice sized fridge. I love the crank out windows. Bathroom. And then we've got the full bath here. Bedroom number 2. Bedroom number 3. And there's a cot there. Bedroom number 4. But yeah, Pipestem is probably my favorite place to go. Good sized living room and TV, which we hardly ever watch TV, and a fireplace. I love the mid-century mod feel in here. And then the deck. It goes all the way around. Looks like. Yeah. Pipestem, West Virginia. We spent part of our honeymoon here at Pipestem. Robbie and I grew up not far from here. So when we were kids, we would come over here. This was our backyard, basically. There's a lake. I don't know if you can see the people walking down there, but that's a pathway that goes down to the lake. Robbie's gonna fart a star. This is a very spacious cabin. And they have the recycling bins there, which is awesome. So we're excited to get our vacation started. Time Traveler's Ball is tomorrow. And just wait until you see what Robbie and I are going as. So stay tuned. We have started a fire and we're waiting on it to quit sizzling so we know all the wet gets out of it. And then once it takes off, we're going to eat at the dining room in the lodge. And I'm so excited because my brother for Christmas got me a cord organizer. Look at this. And I put our lighting in there. But this makes me filled with glee, because otherwise all that would be just in a black bag and jumbled, and I would get huge anxiety. So thank you, Tim. McKeever Lodge. McKeever was like the father of West Virginia State Parks, I think I read. This is where the dining room is. They've got a little cafe called the Black Bear Cafe. We smell like wood smoke, which that's okay. And these are photos of famous people from West Virginia. This is Katherine Goebel Johnson. She is the main character in Hidden Figures, which is one of my favorite movies. She's from White Sulphur Springs, West Virginia.
I didn't know Grandpa was from West Virginia.
And I don't know if it's new or I just haven't noticed in 50 years, but there is a painting of the pipe stem on the bottom of the pool. So I got the fish and chips, and Robbie got, what'd you get? Ribs, and they come with a side salad. I kind of loaded it up. Did you get French dressing?
Mm-hmm. Say the French.
Fish, fries, Robbie's ribs, baked potato, and asparagus. And it smells so good. We don't gamble, but in West Virginia, we like to buy the scratchy tickets for some reason. On the agenda tonight is a scary movie. And what have we picked?
Paranormal Activity, the marked ones.
Paranormal Activity, the marked ones. And we're watching it in the woods in a cabin in West Virginia. So this
All
is
lights
exciting.
out.
Yes, all lights out. Well, you can't see anything. That's what makes it so scary. And here's our movie theater. We will update you and let you know if we get spooked or not, or if an animal or a person comes in here because we got the door open.
Nice, go hard. Alright, let's go. Gotcha.
And it's what, 30 degrees out here?
Oh, it's
Have you checked?
colder than that. It feels like 38.
38. Feels colder than 38.
It does.
Of course, we've been in there by the fire, which is very warm.
It's quiet. Don't see any lights in the middle of nowhere. Got a nice fire going.
So tomorrow we have Rick and Jonathan coming down or up, and we're going to take them sightseeing, and then we have Time Travelers Ball tomorrow evening.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
I'm excited. We're going to be 1920s gangsters.
Great Gatsby.
The Great Gatsby.
Yeah.
Kind of. I'll be Daisy and you'll be Jay, somewhat. I don't know. But it's been a great evening. We're supposed to be getting thunderstorms today. I love having storms when we stay here. But first, we're going to have breakfast. And I'm going to make West Virginia steak. So come join me. So let's make West Virginia steak. Every time we're in West Virginia at a cabin, we have to make West Virginia steak. And we're going to have it for breakfast today. It's very simple. All you need is bologna. Not bologna, it's bologna. Kraft cheese. This is the only time I ever eat the processed cheese. Is on a bologna sandwich. And then some French's mustard and, of course, Duke's mayo. And the obligatory Wonder Bread. Or you can use Heiner's, which is made in West Virginia. So let's get this pan going. This is a treat for us here. I just don't buy it that often. So drop these in the pan. And of course you have to do the one slice on the side. You can do two. Don't do more than two though. It's overkill. It's not necessary. I'm going to put in the center. So we'll get that heated up. Let me get a couple plates. I need to buy a set of dishes from here. Aren't they pretty? West Virginia State Parks. Matching mugs, bowls. And you know how you keep bread fresh without having to use those little tie things. I just squeeze air out, twist, and then fold that over the top. You don't have to fold these anymore. Just put these in your junk drawer in your kitchen for whatever you may need to use them for. Well, I've got a ton of them. You want mustard and mayo?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, it's finally starting to cook. I had to turn it up to 7. And our bologna has a first name. It's Oscar. We don't use any other brand of bologna. It's only the Oscar Mayer. And I get beef. Beef bologna. Not that it makes it any healthier, I don't think, but they look like little Pac-Mans. Wah, 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 wah. I had a pattern when I played Pac-Man. And it got boring after a while because I was able to avoid the ghosts all the time. There was no challenge left. And then like Mario, Super Mario, once you save the princess, it got boring. My dad used to play Donkey Kong. I was in like 5th or 6th grade, I think, and it was the winter. And we had just gotten the game, and we kids would come in and warm up. Mom would give us soup and hot chocolate and stuff and put our clothes in the dryer to get them dry and warm. Well, while we waited on it, we would come in and play video games on a big floor model TV. I think it was a Zenith. You had to reach behind the TV and switch the input. And we sat on a piano bench in front of the TV and played it. Well, inevitably, we would come in, and if it was like a Saturday or something, Dad would be sitting there playing Donkey Kong. And we'd have to wait our turn. And sometimes he was doing so good at it, he wouldn't stop. So we would just go back out and play. But he was the Donkey Kong King, the master. I like Pitfall too. Pitfall was awesome. I never had that. Just borrowed it from friends. Remember when it wouldn't work? You put the cartridge in the console and it wouldn't work, so you take it out and like blow over it. I don't know if that worked for anything, but we had an Atari. Never had a ColecoVision. Seems like there was another kind too that was kind of bougie. Maybe it was the ColecoVision. I don't know. This bologna's smelling good. Okay, let me put mustard on the bread. Now, there is an art to making these. Shake up the mustard really good because you don't want to get the mustard pee all over the bread. You know, that liquidy stuff. I don't like that in ketchup either. Oh, yeah. Okay. Turn the heat off. Take it off the heat. Okay, the art of the sandwiches. You don't put the condiments on the same piece of bread. You put mayo on one side. And mustard on the other. And like I said, always Duke's. Always use Duke's. Mustard on one side, mayo on the other. Why? Because the bologna goes on the mustard side and the cheese goes on the mayo side. Why? Because it just does. And it makes a difference. Okay. Put them together. Now, I like to smash mine. Robbie, do you want yours smashed?
That's fine.
Okay. Smash. And we've got the obligatory chips to put on the side. Robbie's preference is sour cream and onion. And I've just got the plain chips. And we always get the party size. Why? Because everywhere we go, it's a party. Ain't that right, sweetheart?
Yep.
And you're going to want to pour out of the bag. Don't stick your hand down in the bag because that's just disgusting. Oh, these look good. They look real sour cream and oniony. Yours is ready. Did you get a bottle of pop?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Here. Shoo, potato chips stink so good. To me, putting your hand down in a bag of chips and digging some out is just as bad as double dipping. I don't know. It just grosses me out, especially if you're like at a party or something and people just keep reaching in and getting handfuls of chips. Party size. That's brand for me. Robbie likes anything sour cream and onion, but he loves the Lay's. Bottle of pop. And let's eat. Bologna sandwiches just taste better in West Virginia. Don't they?
What?
Bologna sandwiches just taste better in West Virginia. Yeah, we have steak for breakfast here. So today, our friends Brooke and Jonathan are coming up. And they should be here around 1, I think. We're going to take them out tooling around and let them see. Maybe go to Hinton, go to famous Hinton Dairy Queen. Let them see the rivers. Maybe ride to Princeton. Who knows? but we definitely want to show them around. Before we go to tonight's Time Travelers Ball, and I'm so excited for that, you can go as anyone from history. Well, or even the future. It's time travelers. You could be Cleopatra, you could be Captain Kirk. I wanted to be Bill and Ted because they were literal time travelers, but we couldn't work out the details on the costume. But Bill and Ted would have been awesome. But I wouldn't have been able to be Keanu Reeves. I'd have had been the other guy just because of my hair color. Well, would you have been Keanu Reeves?
I guess.
Oh, we could have been Marshall, Will, and Holly. Or you could have been, I could have been Holly and you could have been Marshall or Will. Even Land of the Lost, they traveled in time. Did y'all watch Land of the Lost? Love that show. And the Slee Stacks. And Robbie asked a good question the other day. He said, how'd you say it with the Slee Stacks?
How did you get caught by a Slee Stack?
How would you get caught by a Slee Stack? Because they move really slow and that sound and stuff. And the movie Land of the Lost is one of my favorites with Will Ferrell. The Hydrostar. The Hydrostar urine scene. I've watched it on repeat. I've seen it probably a million times, and I can quote it as he's doing it. Time Travelers Ball starts at 8. And of course, we're ringing in the new year, so it's going to go until 1. And the ticket costs covered the entry, orders, and a gift from the gift shop. Oh, and I bought gifts at the gift shop yesterday. I had to get my stickers. So we looked at that movie last night, and I was expecting at least to have like nightmares or be spooked or something, but I didn't get scared. Did you?
Huh?
After we watched that movie, I wasn't spooked about anything. That was a letdown. I mean, the movie wasn't horrible. I'm just saying it didn't have residual effects like some movies do, where after I watch it, I get scared and work myself up into getting scared. And what's the scariest movie you've ever seen?
I don't know. I think about that.
We're always looking for good scary movies. Leave us your scary movie favorite in the comments because we are compiling a list of ones to watch. I feel like we've watched all of them though. Now, we don't like the blood and gore ones just because they're stupid. I can sit and detach and go, oh, it's all theatrics. It's fake. So it's not really scary to me. Stuff like Saw and all that is disgusting. Now, the classics. I love the classics just because they're classics. Like Friday the 13th, the other's blood and gore and that. But it's a campy, classic from the 70s. So I like those. The Halloween movies, I think we've seen all of those. But let us know in the comments what your favorite scary movie is. What do you recommend? And it doesn't have to be a horror flick. It can be a suspense or mind twister. M. Night Shyamalan comes out with some disturbing movies, and I've enjoyed them. Like The Visit, that was a good movie. Highly recommend watching The Visit if you like those kind of movies. Half a pot of coffee and a bottle of pop. I got to juice up for tonight. We got up at 7, so we're going to be up at least until 1:30. I'm going to finish this up, and then I think we're going to go on a walk around the neighborhood. I think he's going to sleep. We'll go on a walk around the neighborhood.
You should walk out to the lake.
No, then you got to walk back up.
Oh, it's just right here.
Let's go for a morning walk. It's 10 o'clock, and I look like the Michelin Man in my puffy coat. And the wind is starting to pick up. But I'm going to take you around the neighborhood here and let you see what a cool cabin neighborhood this is at Pipestem. Let me turn you around. It looks like we're going to be getting neighbors. They got 2 bundles of wood. You get 1 bundle per night. And they just came and dropped off 2. You can smell the fireplace. Smell the wood burning. Hope the wind isn't picking up too much on the microphone. Tennessee. So up there and to the right is where Robbie and I stayed first time. Then you circle around. That's where we stayed the second time. But this is the biggest of the cabin neighborhoods. There are 2 other ones. I'm already starting to feel rain. Wow, cabin 26 has lots of parking. Wonder what size that one is. That may be the one that's wheelchair accessible. I think they have a few, but that definitely looks like there would be room for vans and stuff. I could live like this. I love the design of these cabins too. It's got the flat roof. It's real reminiscent of what, like the 50s or 60s. Sun feels good. Let's walk around back. There's supposed to be a little cut through right here to go down to that paved path to the lake. But I'm not seeing it. Because I'll tell you what, that is a hike. I mean, it's doable. It's not horrible. But I got Harley boots on. Not really walking footwear. It's cool though, that the paved path going down to the lake. You can't drive down there unless you have handicap tags. And when Brittany's with us, we can drive down there because, of course, she wouldn't be able to get down there otherwise. Like I said, one of my favorite places in the world, Pipestem. So let's go back inside. Robbie's probably sleeping. I'm feeling rain already, but we'll go back inside.
Oh, it's never heard.
Nice. It feels like it's raining already, but it could just be...
Good, one like rain.
Yeah, it doesn't. Wet coming out of the trees. I don't know, but I kept feeling...
3 o'clock.
Huh?
3 o'clock.
What about 3?
That's when the rain will start.
Oh. The rain has begun. Thunderstorms should be happening soon. I love storms in a cabin. Not storms in the cabin, but storms while I'm staying in a cabin. And the temperature's dropped considerably too. It's getting chilly. It's supposed to get snow showers this evening, so that will be great if we do. it's hailing. Woo, there's hail.
Hell yeah!
Woohoo! December 31st, and we're getting a hailstorm. How cool is this? It does sting when you're hit by it. Our guests have arrived, and we're going to see their initial reaction on what they think about West Virginia. Okay, you're on video. We need to know what's your first thought about coming up here to West Virginia.
I don't think I've ever been here before. It's pretty.
I love it.
You were to seen the rainbow that we saw.
She sent me a picture. That is awesome.
There's no way a picture does it justice.
That is
It
awesome.
looked like it was in the guy's yard.
That's where the pot of gold was.
Should have stopped.
We need to go visit.
It is beautiful out here.
Yes. Do you see deer?
Saw a deer on the driving range just right over
Oh yeah. What you think, Brooke?
I love it.
Could you live here?
Yes.
Of course. Okay, yay. We're at the celebration. We're enjoying our time. The food is great.
Head on the water, just like I've seen you all the night, into a silent world of love. As we grow older, numbers will fade into time. Let's go for another lazy round. And is anyone crazy to be the center of the peace? We cannot stand away.
Start count. Happy New Year!
For the reason to reveal, as we bend what's been straight, try to reinvent the wheel. I don't.
We were 2 days in at our cozy Pipestem cabin. Hail, thunder, and a roaring fire, bologna sandwiches and scary movies, marveling at the beauty of Sandstone Falls after enjoying a meal at the iconic Hinton Dairy Queen, then dancing our way into the new year surrounded by friends, laughter, and yeah, nostalgia. For us, moments like these are as close to perfect as it gets. West Virginia, our beloved home. No matter how far life takes us or how long we've been away, it always welcomes us back with open arms. It's not just the mountains and rivers, it's the warmth of the people and the memories that become part of who we are. Sharing this special place with friends means the world to us, especially when they leave already planning their next visit. For Robbie and me, the journey didn't stop there. The next morning, we found ourselves wandering the quiet beauty of Bluestone Lake and State Park. That's a story for another day. Thank you for joining us on this adventure. We hope it reminded you of the magic that surrounds us, the joy of connecting with others, and the profound power of home to heal, inspire, and renew. Until next time, may your journey bring you moments as beautiful as these.